Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. In recent years, a mysterious green line has been appearing on modern smartphones after a software update, affecting a wide range of brands and leaving users frustrated and searching for answers. In a time when brand promises 6 to 7 years of software update, it is frustrating to see how phones are struggling after one faulty update and a green line appears on your phone permanently. And yes, this could happen to you too, so be sure to watch this video till the end. Today we will discuss what is green line, how this happens, we will share tips with you how you can avoid this green line and what you can take to protect your right as a consumer if it affects you, because after all it's your hard earned money, and what brands should do to address this issue. My name is Priyanshu and you are watching CodeHype. Let's get started. What is green line issue? So green line issue is a hardware defect that shows as a thin vertical or horizontal line that usually appears on the OLED display of your smartphone. So this basically appears in modern smartphones with OLED displays, or you can say AMOLED displays. This is not happening with those smartphones that are having LCD display. And this problem appears more often after a faulty software update. This problem is not limited to any specific brand. It's been seen in devices ranging from Samsung to Apple, Android to iPhone. So basically this is an issue that has affected almost every brand, and no modern smartphone is immune to this issue. Users have reported that this green line has appeared in their smartphone after a faulty software update, and this remains on a screen permanently. These lines may not be always green, sometimes they are pink lines or white lines, or in Apple devices the whole display turns green. So when you search on Twitter is basically flooded about the issue, with countless number of users reporting the issue across the different brands. No brand seems to be immune, and it all started with OnePlus smartphone, and then gradually it started happening in Samsung phones and now in iPhones also. Unfortunately, the biggest disappointment is that no brand is basically officially acknowledging the issue. While OnePlus and Samsung has offered some screen replacement to certain users, which also comes with certain terms and conditions, but unfortunately Apple on the other hand has remained silent on the matter. The issue is appearing mainly on iPhone 13 series, specifically 13 Pro, 13 Pro Max, 14 Pro and 14 Pro Max, and in some 15 series iPhones. It is disappointing to see that big brands like Apple is not addressing the issue openly. Instead, they have been quietly offering certain screen replacement to selected consumers who are visiting Apple official store, that is Apple Saket in Delhi and Apple BKC in Mumbai. But here is a catch: if you are not living in these two cities, getting a free screen replacement if available becomes nearly impossible for you. Why the green line appears? One common reason could be physical damage or exposure to liquid, which can affect the display. However, the real frustration arises when this issue appears after a software update, clearly indicating that it is not due to any physical damage. One possible explanation could be overheating during the software update process, which can damage the pixels on the OLED screen, leading to the appearance of green line. Ultimately, it is likely a hardware issue that software changes has exacerbated. Yet, when this issue arises and you visit service center, you are often told that it's a hardware fault and the screen needs to be replaced, and for that they are charging you a hefty amount of money ranging from 40,000 to 50,000 depending upon which phone you are using. If you are an iPhone user, this ranges from 25 to 40,000. If you are an Android user, depending upon the price of your device, the screen replacement cost also varies. So basically it's about 40% to 50% of your device's MRP. So the real question is, why should you pay for something that you have not done? So what was your fault? This situation has left many users frustrated and they are afraid to update their phone to the latest software update. So how can you avoid this issue? What precautions can you take? So the first precaution that you can take is to not use phones with OLED display, which is highly impossible in today's world. And second option for you is that you should not update your phone that is out of warranty. These are the best way to protect yourself from the potential problem. The third option that is quite sensible is that you should wait before updating. So usually when a software update releases, you should not update your device as soon as the update releases. Instead, you should wait for a while, check on the social media platforms like Twitter, on your device's community page, on YouTube and other social media handles to see the users' feedback. If everything seems good, then you should install the update, and this will also not guarantee that this thing will not happen with you. And I know it is so frustrating to wait for techies like us who want to update our phone to the latest software updates as soon as possible. So it's very frustrating. We are in constant fear. The most important point that I want to highlight is that this thing usually happens due to overheating. So when you are updating your phone to the latest software, make sure that your phone is not overheating. So it's recommended that you should download the update first and then wait for a while, let your phone cool down and then install the software update. If you are an iPhone user, I have already made a dedicated video on this topic, that how you can safely update your phone to the latest iOS update, which you can find linked in the I button in the description and the pinned comment. Now what you can do if this thing happens with you? First of all, don't panic. Avoid rushing to the service center immediately. Instead, you can call the customer care of the particular brand and inform them about the issue and explain that it's not your fault. Second most important thing that you should do is that you can document your case. So basically what I do is that during any software update, I usually record the whole update process so that in future if something happens, you should have a proof. So basically document your case, write an email to the company stating that this has happened due to a faulty software update and this is not your fault, as this provides you with a record of communication which will help you further. If you have any recording, screenshots of the update process, keep them with you as this will strengthen your case. Now, once you have called the customer care, now it's time to visit the service center and ask for free screen replacement. Make sure to try all the available methods to secure a free replacement, as this issue is not your fault. This is all your hard-earned money and you should raise your voice against this. If all these things fail and you are not able to get a free screen replacement, most of us don't know where to actually report such problems. So you can reach out to the National Consumer Helpline by visiting the website www.consumerhelpline.gov.in or by emailing to them on this email which I am showing on the screen right now, or you can also call them on these numbers, that is 1800-114-000, or you can call on 1915. So these helpline numbers are available 24/7 except in national holidays from 8 AM to 8 PM. So please make sure to report the issue to this website so that the government gets to know about this, as this website is managed by Ministry of Consumer Affairs. You might have remembered the ad on the DD National when you were a child saying Jago Grahak Jago. So this is the spirit, so wake up for your rights. So what is brand's point of view and my suggestion to the brand? So from brand's perspective, like Apple, they claim that the green line issue is something very rare that occurs 1 in a million device. So my point is that if that thing is so rare, then why you are not providing consumers with an additional warranty for those devices that are suffering due to faulty update? So you are releasing the faulty update. So basically, if a phone is not physically damaged, has no water damage, and if consumer proves that this has happened due to faulty software update, then you should provide a free screen replacement. Basically, you should provide a low cost insurance against 1000 to 3000 rupees, so that this could benefit consumers in long run and company will not be negatively impacted. Because if this thing is so rare, then you can do this thing, right? So basically, I am not saying that you should offer free replacement. Basically, if 100 user is purchasing your phone and say 50 users are ready to buy that insurance, that is low cost insurance, 1000 to 3000 rupees. So if someone is spending say 80 to 90,000 for a smartphone, it is highly likely that he will pay 1000 to 3000 for this type of insurance. So you should provide this type of insurance. And if you are so confident that this issue is not arising due to your fault, then you should provide a 3-year warranty. You are promising a long software update, say 6 to 7 years, and phone is not able to survive even 2 years, then what is the point of this whole thing, right? So brands need to rethink about the production processes, especially in markets like India. So basically, this might be due to quality control issue, because I have not seen any videos or any post outside India stating that there is a green line issue. This is happening in India. So as per my information, this issue is happening mostly in India. So this could be a quality control issue also. So brands need to address these issues ultimately to gain the trust of the users. OnePlus has at least offered a screen replacement for some devices. Samsung has also done the same in the past. But Apple continues to lose its face among its customers. And also, let's not forget, if companies can remove charger out of the box for the sake of the environment, damaging your phone deliberately within 2 years after a faulty software update is also impacting the environment. This is generating so much e-waste, right? Which is also detrimental to the earth. So removing a charger and making faulty phones doesn't make a sense. So I genuinely hope that the brands will come up with the solution as soon as possible. It's time for them to take responsibility and ensure that the consumer feels valued and protected. And at last, I would like the government to know that if you are charging 18% GST on a smartphone, then it's also your duty to ensure the consumer's rights are safeguarded. So government should also make their policies quite strict. Guys, if you have ever experienced this issue, feel free to share your experience in the comment, and you can also fill the Google form that I have attached in the description. So you can fill that form and share your experience with me so that we can gather the actual data and send it to the brand. So please take out your time to fill out the form if you have experienced any green line issues or any motherboard issues or any sort of issue that has occurred due to software update. Well, that's all for today. I hope you find this video useful. Please share it with your friends so that it reaches to the brands too. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like the video and consider subscribing to CodeHype for more interesting videos like this. Thanks for watching. Goodbye, take care, and see you in the next video.